Happy New Year. And what is going on, folks? Holy smokes. We have some crazy things to cover. I need to talk about this stuff today, share with you that this is the first day of the year and everything seems to be going crazy. 2025 has started. There's a lot of hope for this year. What could happen with Trump coming in, everything maybe getting better in America, changing. But listen, these people aren't going down without a fight. And so I'm going to cover three major things real quick that have happened in the last 24 hours. And that is this attack in New Orleans, this terrorist attack, the Cybertruck attack in front of Trump Tower, the bomb that went off, and then also all the weird lightning strikes. What does it all mean? Where are we all headed in all of this? And what on earth is going on? So let's just get right into it. So today, day 1, 2025, terrorist attack in New Orleans left 15 people dead and over around 40 injured. Just devastating, just absolutely devastating. We pray for those families. This stuff is just, I don't know. This isn't coincidence. Cybertruck explosion outside Trump Tower, 10 killed in a mass shooting in Montenegro with a gunman on the run. I'm not going to cover that one, but again, just the timing is insane. China has declared a state of emergency with a new pandemic. What is going on, folks? Anyways, let's just get into it. In New Orleans today, this is a recap. So a pickup truck slammed into the crowd celebrating New Year's Eve. And this driver then got out of his car, opened fire at police. They killed 10, 35 injured. That's as of the last I've heard anyways. 2 police officers were shot and killed. Suspect is dead. Now the FBI is in there. You just see a picture here of the scene, what's going on. But they have figured out who it is. It was a suspected terrorist, Shamsuddin Jabbar, plowing into a crowd with Ford pickup truck for being killed by police. I'm not going to show the video of this. It's just too gruesome. We don't need to do that. There's no purpose for it. But this person is absolutely just sick, but this is scary. This is scary because there's been a lot of talk about terrorist cells, especially what's coming over the border. Now, this person served in the U.S. military, and I'll talk about that in a second here. But terrorist attack in New Orleans, confirmed ISIS affiliated. Believed he had 5 assailants with him, and this is what we don't know yet, who the other 5 could be. So it's ISIS terrorists from Azerbaijan crossed the border early 2024. You'll soon know that this guy was on the loose. I shared this video with you guys when it first happened last year. Just listen to this.
By the way, if you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am. Very easy.
Wow, very easy. The entitlement.
No, believe me, I'm much better than that. By the way.
Just creepy stuff. And, we've been waiting to see if anything's going to happen with this. Is this it? It's impossible to know. As of right now, there's so little information out there. But it's very possible with Trump coming in on the 20th, things could ratchet up. So no surprise there. They donated to Democrats through Act Blue. The amount of times you see this stuff from mass shooters, killers, it's just mind blowing at this point, at least over the last 10, 15 years. There's just something seriously mentally ill on that side of the aisle. Not that I'm claiming any Democrat politicians were involved in this, anything like that, but that clearly is a side attracting those who hate America and those willing to resort to chaos to get what they want. It's a staple of people on the left at this point, and very, very sad. This Airbnb they stayed at then burned down. I mean, this is crazy. Okay, this is crazy. So this Airbnb where a suspect allegedly drove in the crowd in New York, staying burned down. how does this happen, folks? How does this happen? I mean, this is coordinated. This is planned. I don't know. I feel like I'm almost at a loss for words. It's just, it's sad. It's crazy. Hopefully more and more comes out. This witness came forward today saying that the metal barricades typically in place on Bourbon Street left down, potentially enabling New Orleans terrorist attacks, suggesting possible false flag. Street usually secured with steel beams and barriers to block vehicles was left vulnerable. This is almost like the Epstein thing. There's just too many things together that are just so suspicious. And listen, when there's too many coincidences, you have to know something's going on. It's just like the Trump shooter, the assassination attempt, especially the first one. There's just too many coincidences going on. And it's interesting they waited till the first. This stuff could have been going on before the election, right after the election, all this, but they waited till the first. I don't understand the timing, but remember, in 2 days, actually 1 day now, tomorrow on the 3rd, Congress will be seated. It's going to be the Republican Congress and the new House, and then on Monday they will be certifying the election. So is that coincidence as well? Who knows? But again, this whistleblower was.
Did you see the suspect?
Oh, he had been gone. That's what I was telling other news sources. Like, we have these hydraulic steel barriers from past events. Last Mardi Gras, this happened to an extent, maybe not terrorism, but still people getting hit in mass population with vehicles. Those barricades were not on, period. They had the flimsy orange ones that you could just push over with your finger. We actually thought it was kind of odd because usually when you get to Bourbon Street, you can turn your back to Canal and not worry about anything. You can just walk the street, especially on New Year's, and there were still vehicles coming after 8 p.m.
Crazy. So crazy. Here is the guy. So terrorist Shamshad Jim Jabbar wearing his U.S. Army uniform where he served for a decade. This is in Texas. He's now the third terrorist to come out of Texas to do an attack like this. The other one's in 2016, and I think 2009. But again, there's seems to be some training, some indoctrination camps in Texas getting a hold of some of these soldiers. Very disconcerting. And then this is wild. I have to share this. John Kennedy, senator from New Orleans today, came out and just had these strange comments to say. So I want you guys to listen to this.
Continue. Here's what I want to ask from the federal government. Catch these people. Catch these people. And then tell the American people the truth. Now, I don't want you to tell us yet anything that's going to interfere with your investigation. And there are things that I've been told that I think are true that I'm not sharing with you today because it could interfere with their investigation.
Did you guys hear that? I've heard things today that could be true, and I'm not ready to share them because it could interfere with the investigation. Very strange. He continues.
But after we get to the bottom of this, they need to tell the American people the truth, and the people in New Orleans the truth, and the people of America the truth. I think the mayor and the governor are very wise to postpone this ball game for 24 hours. There's just too much stuff we don't know, and it's just not worth it. But I guess my final point is, I will promise you this. I will, when it is appropriate and this investigation is complete, you will find out what happened and who was responsible. Or I will raise fresh hell. And I will chase those in the federal government who are responsible for telling us what happened, like they stole Christmas.
Thank you, Senator.
What strange comments. I mean, it seems like Senator Kennedy really believes something's going on behind the scenes. Does he know about a larger terrorist plot? Does he know certain people involved? He's obviously not implicating the government here, but he is alluding to the fact that there's a lot more going on behind the scenes. And he just feels like he can't share right now, but he's calling for the government to be transparent. Very interesting stuff. I mean, we have 5 days until Trump should be certified, and then 19 days till he should be inaugurated, which means that this investigation, unless they tie it up quick, will also go into the Trump administration. And these things never go quick, so it will go into the Trump administration. But what can we expect from our government at the moment? That's the real question. And I don't know. Is there some darker forces at play here? Listen, I'm not. Well, I kind of am. I'm conspiratorial, but I'm not a rabbit hole chaser usually. I've gone down many. Most of them tend to be. They tend to lead pretty much to nowhere or to doom and gloom. I'm a very hopeful person. I'm a very optimistic person. I still believe things are going to get much better. I'm going to share my final thoughts on everything at the end here. But I do want to say that, we're still in a battle. And this is another proof of that. And as far as New Orleans is concerned, I just don't see any way that there's not something seriously coordinated here going on. And then on top of that, we get this.
Copy.
A Tesla Cybertruck exploding at Trump Tower in Las Vegas. As you see here in the post, message sent. Think about it. Trump Tower, Tesla, Elon Musk, his vehicle used, blow up Trump. This is a shot at both of them, at Elon and Trump. It's we can get to you. We want to get to you. Be careful how you trod. Be careful what you do. This is a warning. This is an obvious warning, a message. There's no way in hell this is an accident or this was just a random attack. This just doesn't happen. Not on January 1st at Trump Tower in a Cybertruck. It's you just can't write the script. This would be something that you'd barely believe, or would be part of an intricate plot in a political movie, a gangster movie, something like that, where you put all this together. But it's a little too on the nose. And so it's obvious for us all to see. And thank God for places like X, because this could have been covered up or at least less dissected if only the mainstream media was covering it like back in the old days. But we have things coming out quickly. Las Vegas police reveal new video of exploded Cybertruck outside of Trump Hotel showing explosive ordnances in the back. They credited the lack of damage to the Trump Hotel strength of the Cybertruck most intact. That's kind of amazing, actually. And it shows, again, how I say this all the time, that the worst people, the people who do this stuff, who plan this stuff, who are on the side of evil, they rarely think everything through. And in their decision, their rush to make a point with the Cybertruck, they chose something that was so well built, so strong, that actually contained the blast more. And in fact, the windows in the front, you can see here, they didn't even blast out. That's pretty incredible considering the truck was right here. But you can see in this video,
to go out, once
they're uncovering
some
it.
of the evidence in the back of the vehicle.
And look at all
Those
that.
are gasoline canisters.
It's crazy.
They are camp.
But the
fuel
truck is still standing.
and large.
The sides
firework
still held
mortars.
up. I mean, it is pretty incredible. I mean, I don't like electric vehicles, but
But I also would like
that
you to pay
Cybertruck
attention to on
Elon
that
built is
video as you see that.
pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. So, but obviously a lot of speculation was it a battery that blew up? And nope, this is a clear coordinated attack. packed with combination of explosives, including fireworks, gas tanks, and camping fuel, all connected to a detonation mechanism believed to have been controlled by the driver. So likely put together by low-rate terrorist would be my guess. Somebody who doesn't have access, maybe cross the border, somebody who doesn't have access to major bomb supplies. I mean, this is a kind of, Bubba, what do they call it? Redneck bomb, fireworks, gas tanks, and camping fuel. Just wild. It still worked. I mean, you guys saw that explosion, but obviously wasn't enough to really go too far because of being in the Cybertruck and not a mainline bomb. But again, just thank God that Elon builds these so well. Just pretty amazing stuff. Scary though, scary. How much more are we going to see of this? That's the question. I'm hoping and praying, and we all need to pray right now, folks. We really do. Get down on your knees and take time every day right now to pray for the safety of our nation, to pray for Trump to get inaugurated, and all. I mean, I don't believe the worst will happen. I don't, but we need to be prepared for it. And it's very important we pray about it leading up to it as well, because prayer works, and this could be much bigger. This could turn into something much bigger. That's not to tell you to be afraid, because we're going to win this, but it is to tell you to be ready. And just fact is, most of us can't do much except share this information and pray. So that's what we're calling to do, so we can get this through. Now, there's one other thing I want to share. Thankfully, isn't too crazy. It's kind of more fun in a way, but also very, I think important, because this is a channel where we have a big belief in faith, and along with the craziness of the attacks in the last 24 hours, we also had this happen last night. Here's the Washington Monument getting struck by lightning. Pause it right there. Look at that. That's incredible. And not to be outdone, here's the Empire State Building getting struck by lightning. This one happened on live television too during the New Year's Eve broadcast. And again, the U.S. Capitol struck by lightning. Now, you guys tell me, what are the odds of all three of this happening on the same night? Now, you might believe in weather control, something like that. That's all fine and good. Even weather control can't do this. I'm sorry, just not all at the same time. This is a sign from heaven. And I believe it's a sign that judgment's coming on the current people in charge. And Washington Monument represents presidency, Washington, the original president. The Capitol represents, obviously, Congress. And to me, the Empire State Building, empire, the state, the current empire. But you could also say, in my opinion, New York is the financial capital of the world. You could say our financial markets, Wall Street, all that. Take it as you wish. Whatever rings true to you. But it is definitely a power center, New York, and I don't think the fact it's the Washington Monument and the U.S. Capitol, I think, are fairly obvious what's going there. What are the chances lightning strikes all three of these on New Year's Eve? Can't be that high. Was this an omen? It's absolutely an omen. Here's a cool way to look at all three happening at once. The odds of this happening have to be in the billions, if not trillions to one. It's just, you don't see this happening. They are hundreds of miles apart, and three of the biggest monuments in our country You can't make this up. I mean, all this happening at once. Here's another cool shot I want to show you guys. I'm emphasizing this for a reason.
Wow.
So this is where people on live TV got to see this happen, which means God was showing the whole world. He allowed it to happen. Let me see if I can catch it. No, you guys saw it, but
Wow.
allows this to happen in front of everybody to see. I mean, millions of people are watching this broadcast. Well, 2,300 are watching that broadcast. You can see it right here, but you know what I mean. In general, the broadcast on New Year's Eve, millions of people are watching this in Times Square, and they get to see that happen. Just incredible. And then look at this. Now this person says, why is the lightning strike at the U.S. Capitol appear to be emanating from the building? You know, all lightning tends to look like that. So I don't think too much into that, but it is interesting how it looks for sure. Look at just the crack of this is pretty insane. Yeah, wow. I mean, look at that. That is amazing. You see the Capitol right here. That's the way it springs out. This to me just shows, like, it's almost a warning sign. You better confirm. So yeah, let me just talk about this. I'm going to leave this in the background as I speak because it's so profound. Look, I was going to do a video today just on my what I believe is coming in 2025, and I'll go more into that later because so much happened and I just feel like I need to cover it. This is scary stuff. I don't want anybody to be scared though, because these lightning strikes are, to me, the sign we're going to be just fine. Okay. So what do I see in 2025? Well, 2024, I told you guys last year, I did a video about it, where 2024 was the crux of history. 2024 was the turning point. We had a road to choose. We had two paths. Which one were we going to go down? The road to darkness, humanism, enslavement, getting away from our traditional values, just a sicker, darker world, giving the government more power. Where are we going to go down that road, or where are we going to choose justice? Where are we going to choose the potential for righteousness, the freedom? And we chose that. We did. We did it resoundingly, and it was a huge fight. I did tons of content because I believed in it so much, just to get stuff out there. And I think everybody did their part, and we won resoundingly. And so to me, that fork in the road, we won. We did it. But now the new year has started, and now they are terrified because they know their time's over. And so here comes the tantrums. Here comes the kicking and screaming, so to speak. And it's coming at the expense of people's lives. These are dark, scary people who do not want to give up power. And they know the clock is ticking. They literally have days left until this thing really turns on its head. So how intense will it get? I have no idea, but I think it can be stopped. I think the Cybertruck showed us that the attacks can be averted in many ways, lessened much more than they were. Maybe knowing who's coming in, there's going to be good agents step up in the FBI, DOJ, who actually do their jobs, local police, and stop stuff. Any of this can happen with prayer. I don't think we're going to see it get to the worst, but it does feel like it's going to escalate at least a little bit. So it's something to look out for. I recommend sharing this, getting the information out there and praying again. But the good news is judgment's coming not for us, for them. Their time is over. And so now that the people have chosen and aligned with God's vision for the country, which is freedom, which is traditional values, which is justice. And that was what the people chose. And now we've aligned that and we're moving forward, and there's a lot to change to come. But God's showing them judgment's coming for you guys. So this is your last chance. If you don't get it together, it will end way worse for you than it's already going to end. And that's beautiful. Now, judgment is going to come through him helping the Trump administration, the new justice people who are coming in, whether it's Tom Homan at the border, Kash Patel at the FBI, Pam Bondi at the Attorney General's office, and numerous other people. President Trump, of course. He's going to be leading them. He already has been, in my opinion, whether they know it or not, whether they pray to him or not. It doesn't matter. The prayers of the people are steering these people, and these people keep saying yes. So good things are coming. 2024 was the choosing of where we were going because we were on a path, and we chose what to do with it. We chose where to go going forward. Now we're on a new path, and it started today. It did. It started this January 1st, 2025. Now probably January 2nd as I'm doing this video late. But it started now. 2025 is the new beginning. And new beginnings, often when you first get on that road, can be rough. At first can be rough. But it's better things are coming. Prosperity is coming. Justice is coming. Good things are coming. I'm going to talk much more deeper on this on another video. But I wanted to share all this today to process this, help you guys process it, and then just show you that despite all the insanity, and it's time to prepare, but it's also time to get your hopes up still, because better things are coming. And I think God is clearly on the side of the American people in this. The people that are coming back, taking back this country, that's where I see things headed. So God bless you all. I'll be live again soon, and hope you had a great New Year's Day and New Year's Eve. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.